welcome back. We are back. The action is about to resume. It is going to be the Cat Cup 5 balls, a group that's been relatively pretty popular in the Winners League, up against, of course, Unicorns of Love, the German squadron, who have been showing quite a bit of prowess, although they have been up. They've had some ups and downs, Keith. Now, this is going to be Overpass. We're moving away from Inferno and kind of the slow pace of Inferno, and we're entering kind of the land of freedom, per se, in the Counter-Strike world. Any initial thoughts, Keith?
Both these teams, from what I've seen, have been very in your face sort of Counter-Strike, which I think suits the CT side perfect. It's like just suits the CT side of Overpass perfectly. But the T side is where I have questions. I feel like this is one of the maps that it's really weird, but I feel like this is one of the maps where the T side feels like CT side and CT side feels like T side.
Right, yeah.
Minus like bomb plants and such. Like it's really odd.
Two sides of offense, pretty much. And then C
Oh,
side is more like defensive.
the match has been canceled.
Oh, it's unlucky. I think they might have just
Yeah.
slightly missed a time. So I imagine they'll be getting that wrapped up for us really quickly here, guys, of course. While we have you guys here, if you haven't done so already, please follow our socials. We would love you for that, of course. That is Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as Keith's down below. He needs every single follow you guys can spare. And mine down below right here.
Please give me more.
But I am excited. This is gonna be a sick matchup. I think last time we watched Cat Cup 5 balls, they fell slightly short in a matchup, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe they came out on top. But I know their match was really close, and it was on Train, if I recall as well. In Unicorns of Love, I've seen them play. I think they took a loss to, I think it was Budapest 5. Am I mistaken? Man, I've watched so much Counter-Strike lately that my brain is like...
My brain is mush, man. Like I feel like we do very little in comparison to like the top guys, so I have no clue how they keep up with that kind of stuff. But like, I guess the difference is we watch so many teams from so many different regions, and they're not the same teams all the time, so that's where we get confused. But
For sure.
Counter-Strike starts to blend together after I say like 2 weeks of doing it full time. Like it's kind of absurd.
It is a little bit absurd. But I think we might be getting this underway, if I'm not mistaken. It'll probably be a few more minutes, guys. I think they just missed the time slot, so the server will be resumed. The action will continue. But for now, any last remarks on the last matchup between Budapest 5 and the other squad?
Kova. I think Kova lost that game, particularly on their CT side, due to unjustifiable risks, right? Some risks you could justify saying, okay, this buy was weak, et cetera, et cetera. But a lot of times they just didn't fight for map control enough for my liking. And then when they lost map control, their answer was to make some weird rotate or push through smoke. So I think if they clean up the CT side, they definitely could have won that game.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I think we can go ahead and just jump straight into the server so you guys can stop looking at my ugly face and Keith's beautiful face. I know you guys would want to watch him more, but let's get some Counter-Strike underway. That's why we're all here, isn't it?
I mean, it only took 23 years, but I no longer have acne. So Pog champ.
Hey, that's a step in the right direction.
That's a step in the yeah, you said it.
Now, how many more years do you think it'll take you for you to actually start growing a proper beard?
Probably another 20. Probably about. I mean, there's this weird phenomenon where even if like the more you shave, the more it grows back, right? That's why like they tell you to wax if you don't want hair to grow back like more at a rapid rate, because if you cut, it like opens the pores more and more hair can grow back in. So the more I shave, the more hair will grow in. So that's the goal.
Wait, you're telling me you still believe that shaving makes the hair grow back thicker?
Yes.
You believe that? Even though there have been multiple scientific studies that have shown that's absolutely false.
I don't know if it's placebo or what, but it works for me.
It's kind of like the same phenomenon when the sun is rising and the chickens are going cuckoo or whatever
here's the thing.
noise they make.
I mean, maybe it's because I was getting older, but like when I never used to shave, nothing really happened. And then once I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it for shits, it started to grow in. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's definitely like a correlation, not causation. But I'll settle for your theory. And of course, 5balls getting the knife round. They'll likely be choosing the CT side, as it is, of course, still a pretty CT-sided map. Now let's see what Unicorns of Love are up to. They have a smoke, they have double flashes, and I think 5balls are going to go for the ultra aggressive CIS style. Just 5 armor, no kits, no retakes, and straight battle here towards connector. Now, Unicorns of Love going aggressively towards the B site, and we'll likely find the first sign of contest here towards water. It's going to be a fast flank though from connector.
Retake B is very plausible, especially when you hang on to water control. Coffee getting 2 sugars in his coffee, so he gets 2 headshots. Now he can jump out of heaven, take a fight with Crisby, who's now alone in a 1v3. He's being pushed from sight and monster pillar, and he will go down. 5balls will pick up the pistol thanks to that aggression, and retaking B is very viable.
Yeah, I mean, the 3-man in connector, right? It just pretty much got the job done quickly. Now, 5balls have the first round. The bomb plan for Unicorns of Love means likely not a purchase coming out here. Maybe just upgraded pistols, maybe some light armor for the people that are at 3.4 thousand. Or a full force. Okay. That works as well. Now, this is really risky, Key. If this works out, it pays in dividends. But if it doesn't, you've set yourself behind and you've allowed the CT side to stabilize early.
Risky, but I feel like the buys are oddly even. So nade will come raining into towards connector. Open the door for the auto shotgun. That XM 1014 to get 2. Nearly a third as Crispy will finally shut down the hungry mayhem. As Unicorns of Love still continue to be very spread, continue to get punished. I believe we've watched 5balls on Overpass once before. And Raider loves that angle on top of the dumpster to look through the truck. So look for him to keep playing that over and over again.
And Roofire just found the timing perfectly. And he shut down the offense. And Unicorns of Love have put themselves behind a 2-0 lead now, and the economy for Unicorns is demolished. That was their full investment, Keith. So likely just maybe deagles here. No armor though, likely no utility, maybe a single flashbang at most. And 5balls, if they can make this round clean, they already stabilized their economy in the 3rd round. So that's, there has to be some damage here by Unicorns of Love. This can't be a flawless win for 5balls. Casualty.
Raider, that's kind of risky. Especially, I know he has to find a refrag, but that's a little terrifying. Coffee and Raider are going to continue to far for water control. Marky's making them pay for this. They take a lot of damage. If they lose one more player, it's kind of ideal for Unicorns of Love. We're buying this round. So 5balls will have to spend some cash to make some cash.
Wait, they didn't get the AUG.
Oh, no.
It was down in water. How could they miss that? I guess it was easy to miss because it just drowns in the water, but that's unlucky. That's a lot of money lost right there. All right, Unicorns of Love, another important round coming up right here. If they can't pick up this gun round, Keith, it will give such an early advantage away to 5balls that I will be genuinely concerned. Raider going aggressive with the AUG, finding one, but immediately traded out by Crisby towards the playground party area. And now Roofire is in connection with the Galil, not the best of weapons, and eliminated by Denim. Now the advantage does belong to the German squadron, but Coffee has a say in it first. Okay, we love Bogdan.
Bogdan's Law is very real. It's not a myth. Crispy. Molly Barrel will flash for his teammate to get out towards Monster. KZ will lead the charge. Great flash in from 5balls, but KZ just gets the lineup right before that flash pops. Double up retake on B. Ooh, I don't see this happening. I think they're going to have to fall back, and Unicorns of Love will get the first round.
That's a perfectly timed round to pick up as well. Not letting the economy slip too far out of control. Now 5balls, of course, with a double saved op and the economy they have left over. That will be a full buy for them coming up next. So no issues there. This is such a scrappy Counter-Strike we're seeing early here, Kiki.
Very scrappy. Not sure if I'm a big fan of it for 5balls, because it seems like from what I've watched from 5balls and Unicorns of Love, Unicorns of Love thrive more in this kind of scrappy environment where 5balls, they're both equally aggressive teams, but for some reason I'm leaning towards Unicorns of Love in that sense.
Okay. That is a fair assessment. I think it was on Inferno that we really saw that come into fruition for Unicorns of Love, where they got infinitely stronger in the most chaotic rounds. And of course, that is the experience coming in hot. Now the brute force is coming out. The smoke just bounced off the Molotov. I thought they fixed that glitch already. But Marquis somehow finds the opening frag, even running through fire. But On Care answers back. It is back down to 4s. Marquis posted up with AWP. The flashbang's not affected, but a missed shot regardless.
That he's able to get a frag now. 5balls spread thin. They need an answer. That's where Raider comes into play. Unicorns of Love still hang on to connector. The bomb is down way back top ladder, so they have to send one player back for this with a minute remaining in the clock. That's going to be Crisby. As 5balls, one player towards B. Unicorns of Love. They may just pop on this one player, and that's going to be hard for RU Fire to hold.
Now, regardless, it is going to be Unicorns of Love satisfied with their control, satisfied with the 3-on-3 going in towards the B site, but they've been picked apart by Fire and Raider. And it is the 5balls maintaining the lead and maintaining their economy. And it is now 4-1. Luckily for Unicorns of Love, they are on a big loss bonus plus the bomb plant. So they... Actually, sorry, no... Was there a bomb? No, there was not a bomb plant. But they have the loss bonus.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a bit of a scrappy purchase here. A Deagle for Crisby, a Galil for Kizzy.
Best they could get. Good flash comes over from Unicorns of Love. Forces Hunker off the boost in case he's going to keep this aggressive push. He'll find RU Fire. And he's able to back all the way up out of water. As Unicorns of Love are pulling out of the B site completely and gripping towards long A. I imagine they'll send KZ late flanking or something. He's on 1 HP, so either entry duty or lurk. As it looks like he'd like to isolate onto Impala, but he's got the ultimate one and done spot in overpass. Like the one in, but I mean the done is getting away. The one in falling back.
Whoop! Impala?
Okay.
Well, that's one way to bring the advantage, at least tip it back to even ground. Raider, unfortunately, one and done, finding only one and, well, done. Now the scrum through the smokes have come out. On Care still alive on site, but Denim is unable to find the ground. So it is, once again, 5balls picking up a big swing round, and they maintain the pretty big lead here. 5-1. Economy for Unicorns of Love is broken as well.
Well, the Deagle Brigade, as we call it, Roy, is going to try to make some space. 5balls. I've started to build up that cash on a couple players. These rounds have been so close that they're really not safe. I'd like for them to try to keep as many guns up in the next few rounds as they can. I challenge them to that, in fact. Because that is pretty much the best move that they should be able to make. Just let's try to keep guns up. Make some money, because the winning side's economy is always at a disadvantage unless you win rounds cleanly.
Right. If I'm 5balls right now, I'm looking to figure out a way to get at least 4 players alive in these rounds. Want to be avoiding that reset or that eco as much as possible. Now, Unicorns of Love, they're grouping up towards the A site. They still have presence towards B, and the bomb needs to be recovered, so likely no commitments happening in the next 10 to 15 seconds. But Raider, he's kind of in between all of this, isn't he?
He seems to be. He seems to be like the man who can create a lot of space for 5balls. But he's just gonna jump spot. One player making contact towards B. I think they spotted the bomb monster, thus justifying these rotates. Marky with a Deagle. Lovely shot onto Ankur. Or on Curry. I think on Curry is what I'm going to go with. This Coffee will push up short. Finds the return kill on Markey. And Paula is safely tucked away all the way back in bank. They'll concede the plant, which I think it's the safe move.
Definitely.
And keeping 4 players alive is the goal here. And Denham and Kirby should have no right winning this.
Yeah, I mean, unless they give up their lives one by one like that. Now Kirby's position is compromised, of course, and the superior firepower reigns supreme in 5balls 6-1. This is starting to look good for the 5balls for the CIS region side. Now they have the full weapons once again. They have the full utility, full kits, and they're not quite out of the eco territory yet, though.
Not quite. They just need to keep 5balls on the rope. That's what they're up to. These Eagles are doing a nice job of that. Markey smoking out. He'll pre-fire the boost. Concur gets dropped. They've done that a couple times, and this time he's finally able to just take the headshot. Last time he did that, he had a Galil, so the bullet hit him in the shoulder because that gun sucks. The AK does not. I just telling it how it is, man.
Oh wait, this is so. Wait, Raider?
Oh my!
They just walked by each other. Neither of the squads.
Oh my
saw
goodness!
each other.
Does
Now
he
Raider,
know?
yeah, Raider does know now because he heard the flashbangs. These are double looping, and he's invading enemy territory. This Raider. Oh! Oh no! Wow.
Gun out, man! You don't walk faster than I feel while you're shifting. That's so awkward. Of course the op wins it. This one's gonna win Unicorns of Love the round, Roy. Kids, that's why you keep your gun out in game. Ready to go. Unfortunate.
Yeah, now the flashbangs coming in. Coffee still has to say in this round right here. The flashbangs are supporting him as best as they can. Being able to find 1 and a second on the bomb planter, making this doable for Impala. But no utility. He does have the kit, so that is his only hope here. But he's going to have to find and claw these 2 players out. Somehow squeeze these picks. But they're holding down water with their dear lives.
Yeah, his only real trick is the zoom in defuse. And he's going to go for it. He'll get double peek. Misses the first shot. He'll get dropped. Unicorns of Love get their second round. And Roy, you know what's been bugging me that's not relevant to this game right now, but I really want to ask you? Actually, I'll save it till later. I'll let the suspense build. Oh, okay, wait.
Fair enough. The suspense is slowly building right here. And it'll build even further if Unicorns of Love can pick up this one. Slowly but surely. Now, water control does belong to Unicorns of Love. Part of the map that they've kind of been preferring taking early. A bit even off tempo.
There's a gap in Coffee smoke. I don't know if that's intentional, but Crispy will find that frying. Kizzy will find his own, and now this buy from 5balls starting to show some holes in it like Swiss cheese as it crumbles towards the beach site.
This is the second food reference you've made in the last 5 minutes. Are you hungry, Keith?
Wait, what was the first one?
Crispy.
Oh. I was thinking about like a crispy chicken wrap or something. Man, I am hungry, dude.
Perfect pop flash, and I think Roofire is hungry as well because he just ate that flashbang now. Paula on the bridge, and he's picking them apart one by one. He's evened it up. It's down to 2s. The 2 players alive are also in pit, and on the other side of the monster pipe and water.
Raider, I'm actually pushes through this. Molly wins that fight against Crispy, and it's Kizzy. Lovely headshot on the first. Can he find the second? Raider's weak. This is an awkward dance. 30 seconds. Kizzy's taking the high ground. Raider's taking the low, and Crazy wins this fight. 5balls should have had it, and I think Impala was just a bit too in the open for my.
I mean, the man's coming off a 2-kill spree, so I can only imagine he's feeling confident for that third one. But unluckily for them, it is Unicorns of Love picking up a swing round, and finally they have broken the 5-ball economy, and they might be able to find themselves a freebie right here. heavy control towards connector by the 5balls. Actually, they've kind of switched back towards playground, and they're gonna. Oh wait, they're walking. Kirby has no idea this is happening. As soon as he turns that corner, he's gonna spot so many players, and he gets sidelined. And now they're starting to realize this is an A stack, so they're gonna go ahead and flood over towards the B site, where they're soon realize, well, that's pretty much free for business. So let's plant this bomb, let's set up for the post plants and secure this round, and try to keep these 4 players alive.
Might be a lot to ask though, in a weird way. And Paul is gonna try to save the AK, should be successfully. Yeah, he's gonna tuck into like the unkillable spot unless he intends to go looking for that. And Curry will get dropped by Markey. He's hoping someone else will push in towards Con. Raider will close the door. Unicorns of Love will get away with a 4th round. Maybe Markey can hold his friends back. He can. And his 5balls start to slow down due to the money leaking from their pocket.
Saved AK is gonna get them a buy though. Yeah, it will be a purchase, and it's a pretty good purchase as well. On Care, the only person that has a questionable buy, of course, it is going to be an auto shotty, and I imagine they do have something figured out, or where they want to play, or how they want to compensate for the fact that the weaponry is a little bit kind of spread. But it's going to be Unicorns of Love preferring the B side once again. They've shown no real A aggression at all, like aggressive at least. The Unicorns of Love side. Okay, with the auto shot, oh, and a missed shot. And Markey eliminates him. That's a lot of control gain now.
I'm just... What? Raider just had the biggest whiff of the year. He caught Kizzy out with his knife, missed 10 shots from his gun. 5balls are falling apart left, right, and center, Roy. The auto shotgun whiffing, a Raider whiffing, and now it's just Coffee alone. 5balls seemingly now getting just overrun by Unicorns of Love, who hitting this 5-round mark is pretty much where you want to be on Seaside. They've already achieved a decent half, and they've broken 5balls again, and momentum is definitely in Unicorns of Love's court.
Yeah, the momentum has most definitely shifted, and yeah, that is. Sometimes it just be like that, Keith. Sometimes your auto shotgun misses, Raider whiffs on the easiest kill of his life, and it all comes crumbling on its head. Lucky. There it is, though. Unicorns of Love keeping 5 players alive. Now the economy is swung in the complete opposite direction, Keith. This was once 5balls with the economy lead.
I'm blown away, Roy.
By which part?
Just that was their round. 5balls. They had control. They caught players off guard. They were contesting water control for the first time, and a player coming through smoke from Unicorns of Love bests a shotgun who was not flashed off holding the smoke. There's so many opportunities for 5balls, and Unicorns of Love, they built up cash. They're sitting pretty.
They're sitting pretty, like a unicorn of love. Imagine that's probably the prettiest animal.
A unicorn that wants to love you? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if it wants to love me, but
they're of love, I suppose. Yeah, true.
they're a product of love, Keith.
Yeah.
You know that November babies? This is a really random fact, but you know that November babies are actually from Valentine's Day babies?
Damn storks.
Fun fact for everybody in here, especially if you're born mid-November.
Thanks, man.
This is slight. This is
I
slight.
won't.
Stroking my own ego here.
Yeah, I won't add on to that. We'll let that go. Are you a November baby?
I am a November baby. A mid-November baby.
I'm a July baby, so I don't know what that makes me.
I was gonna say something, but I was like, nah, that'd be way too rude.
That makes you a mistake, Seaside. Well, thanks, Roy. Back to you.
I'm crying, dude. But
I'm assuming this is Unicorns of Love having a tech thing because there's no other reason to take this many times out in concession. You're
wait,
basically icing yourself.
wait, they know they have a tech pause as well as a timeout, right?
They don't.
Oh, let's just use the tacticals then. Now, you know what else is crying, Keith? 5balls' economy. It was once singing with joy. Now it is weeping tears. Back down to the pistols. Have some nades. That could be a key. It could be a key if they're well placed. You know, kind of either harass or get that early pick with an 8 stack. But Unicorns of Love, yeah, they've gone to that 5 rounds on Seaside. Now, this map has been a little less CT heavy, so it's not a 10-5, 11-4 map anymore. It's closer to that 9-6 now. 10-5 sometimes. So if Unicorns of Love, if they win out, I'm genuinely concerned for 5balls. And even like 7 rounds on this T side would still be impeccable for Unicorns of Love.
What do they have to do, Roy? I'm talking about 5balls. I mean, they've tried aggression, they've tried water control. I mean, I guess they really haven't tried full water control. I guess that's what 5balls could do, because Unicorns Love have been putting a lot of emphasis on that. And when they're smoking your molly and running through, if you have just a flash support for 2 players that push that, or a nade stack, that'll do it. Marquis punished. Maybe he'll learn his lesson, Roy.
That's an 8 stack that we were talking about earlier. Has come to fruition now. And he has learned his lesson. This is the first time we see heavy A aggression coming out from Unicorns of Love now that they've lost their B presence and their B lurk. And of course, those flashbangs will give away some of their intent, so we'll likely see at least a few of the Katka 5balls players making their way up to A soon. Hopefully in time. And not budging though. They're sticking to that stack on B.
Looks like, what are we owing?
They're just walking on A site. There's no one here, Keith. This is free.
Yep. Completely free. They're going to own the site. And I'd like to see 5balls save the armor. I mean, I know they're going to get max loss, but a kill is a kill. Raider, hoping to push up for an upgrade. He's going to drop a smoke. This is getting real nervous for Unicorns of Love because they don't know if to push backwards and kill that one player, or push forwards and take control. So they've kind of sandwiched themselves. A 3v5. RU Fire will trade this out. It's Crispy and Kirby. They actually might just lose this, Roy. They may just do it. Kirby is tagged and bagged. 5balls will take a 6th round.
And round stolen. This is a robbery, right? This is not a round that was supposed to be for 5balls. Unicorns of Love, they had the firepower, they had everything they needed to make this round work, and they even had a free bomb site to play with as well. But they just weren't able to hold down connector, and they lost control of pretty much everything. They lost control of spawn, they lost control of flank, they lost control of the long A flank as well. I mean, how can you hold the site when you only have Fallen to play? Sign, that's it. That's literally the only position they had available to them. That's a tough one. Now, 5balls with that stolen round, they have swung the economy. And of course, the Unicorns of Love had a lot, so they will be purchasing up. But this could still be that 10-5 finish.
It's looking likely. Good trades from Tenem. I mean, not trades, entry frags. As on Curry, I'm not sure what his plan was by pushing short by himself. Oddly enough, there's still one more player here in Coffee. 5balls have an odd setup across the map right now. And Scribsby will refrag that Coffee out of the map. Good smoke from Kirby. They know what Raider is. He's going to try to make a risky play. Are they ready for it? He'll flash, go forward. And there is Kirby, unblind towards short. Unicorns of Love. They will net themselves a 6. 5balls. Their money is there, though, on 3 players. This is going to be a buy no matter what. But Unicorns of Love have already crossed that line of a good half.
Yeah, definitely. I'm always wary and always question those kind of plays from Raider in that 1v2. Not often I see that flash play work coming through with smoke. He's better off just working the angles and trying to see if he can squeeze out a kill, knowing that player is pincered over. But look at this fast B exit coming out. Smokes, Molotov, flashbang, all raining in on Kirsten. 2 kills with the auto shotgun, and Coffee's found himself the 3rd.
Oh my goodness, Crispy trying to figure out what gun he wants to use. He swapped from op to rifle 3 times. He's sticking with the op. He's going to be peeking into Impala, who I think knows he's close. And Crispy will go down to the shot from RU Fire. They'll pick up the double ops back. Awkward execute from Unicorn so far, but good on 5balls for having the numbers there. Unicorns of Love. This spy is going to be a little wonky. Denim should drop. He can't really drop, can he? Maybe drop a gun to Crispy. Denim still considering his purchase. Oh, he didn't know he had an AK, Roy. There's an AK in spawn, Denim! This is why I don't wear jeans!
Yeah, that's a little bit weird, especially Crispy. He has a deagle as well. I mean, you could pick that up.
Ugh.
It's just rough communication here coming out from Unicorns of Love. Maybe they're just so confident with the deagle and Galil's. They don't need the AK.
You can never say no to an AK.
Marky not having a good time inside the water. He's just been spammed down and Molotov as well. Now Unicorns of Love with that lack of B pressure, lack of B presence and control. I think they're just going to go ahead and try their luck on the A site. But Impala is playing San with the AWP. First missed shot is compromised. The second missed shot, and he's not going to have more opportunities. He's taken down. Now on care, looking to pick up the pieces with the help of Raider.
Well, Kirby gets an AK. He's got to push up and help his teammate clear the site. Somehow, Crispy doesn't die. Picks up the op. Gets the kill on Coffee. Would jump up. Coffee, wait for your teammate. Is RU Fire? Is it a 1v2? That Molly will force Crispy out. It'll actually probably kill him. It will, but the one tap from Kirby, 5balls seem to be their own worst enemy.
8-7 finish. This was a 6-1 at one point, Keith. So Unicorns of Love, they are laughing right now. This is the best case scenario for them here. Now, if they can pick up the pistol, keep that momentum going on the CT side, they have themselves a well laid out path to victory. But 5balls, they need this one, Keith.
You can say that again. The T side is definitely more difficult, but not when you're hitting shots like that. Crispy gets absolutely demolished by the P250 of Impala. Unicorns of Love have to answer with map control. That's why Kirby has pushed all the way up through B. And KZ is going to push up towards Khan. He's not going to be checking RU Fire's position. This round should just snowball in towards 5balls' favor. Unless they overthink it and don't group.
Wait, this is so weird. They're faking the ball back to B, which is totally viable. And that is going to draw one of the rotates away. But this is also getting Kirby some time on the flank. And Marky is still lingering inside the bathroom. So he could find himself a kill right here. But his aim is just not quite there for that frag. And it will be 5balls now transitioning with 5 players alive towards the A site. And this is looking over already.
And Paula is just looking so crisp for that P250. Kirby is going to have to hit every one tap humanly possible. And no, Raider shuts it down. 5balls pick up a pistol, and I have a feeling they're a snowbally kind of team, but Unicorns of Love on the CT side should be able to just save and buy net. I don't like this. I really don't like this decision. Mainly because the game is so close, and you don't really need mollies on overpass. Smokes are enough, because there's ways you can play overpass, you know, with just a flash and a smoke that you can be aggressive, because you don't necessarily need to clear out any angles because you get there first, you know? I don't know. I just... I guess you can justify it either way based on the way your team wants to play it, but I feel like first buy is okay to miss a couple mollies.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a bad deal. And Overpass is one of those maps where you kind of have the versatility, right? There's so many options available in terms of aggression, in terms of how you want to compensate for what you have and the kind of purchase that you have. I'm not too concerned, but the only concern for me here for Unicorns of Love is that if they lose this one, they're essentially forfeiting this round and the next one. And that will put 5balls up at the 11-7 going into the first gun round, and 5balls will have a massive economic lead. So this is interesting. let's see. 3 players going aggressive towards the A side, looking for those early damage and the early harass, but they'll find nothing except a little bit of chip damage from Nate. That's not a big deal, though. Okay. That's off to a good start for the Unicorns of Love. They did the same thing. Actually, no, they forced and lost last time.
Well, they're looking like they might just win this one. As Raiders gonna take the bomb. He's gonna head on out of here, take it towards B. Unicorns of Love with all the information towards A that no one's there. I'm surprised they're not pulling rotates back. They even rotated a player, another one to A, who's just now coming back to B. With KZ going down, they're surely gonna rotate players over now, but it might be too little too late.
Yeah, no kits as well. It's gonna be a really difficult one unless water control begins right here. Marky finds one. Now Crispy's got an opportunity. He gets one from the side. His second shot is so good. Marky shuts down Impala, only able to find 1 kill, and it is around the heroic performance. The God Savior round here for Unicorns of Love is successful, Keith.
Jeez. Crispy's an animal, isn't he? That guy is just absolutely insane. And I think there was another AK they're unable to find, but who cares? These Mac 10s are going to be able to destroy 5balls if they don't buy anything in this round, which I imagine they won't. Another and third pause from 5balls to talk things over, and I think we're in for a long game.
Yeah, we are. Yes, we are. Now, 5balls looking to buy back. I don't hate this decision. I like it, actually. Yeah, and you're a big criticizer of the MP5, right? You don't like it.
Awful. Worst gun in the game.
You think so?
I'd
Worse
rather
than the
use the
Galil?
Galil.
Wow, okay. You're putting it on that level.
That gun is atrociously awful. The only thing that really saves it and makes it somewhat usable is the fact that it gets this like good loss bonus and it has like running accuracy for 1 bullet. Outside of that, the spray is trash. The gun just aesthetically does not please me in any sense of the way, and it's too expensive.
Fair. Those are fair criticisms, I feel. You prefer the Mac 10 or the MP7?
Yes, because I feel more confident with the Mac 10 for jumping accuracy, and MP7 has better armor pen. It's slightly more expensive, but it's way better.
Okay, fair enough. What about the UMP? Where do you put that on the spectrum?
I think the UMP's the best SMG still.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, like, for the money. Clash towards Khan, and well, the Mac 10 and AK reigns supreme, and it's all Unicorns of Love until Coffee. He gets involved with his Mac 10, but they're so low. They're barely breathing. Coffee lost a gun. Unker gets baited out. Crispy ends it, and it's 22 HP on Coffee. He's going to flash for himself, and it won't last long. He'll go down. Unicorns of Love get a 9. And yeah, I think the UMP for $1,200 is still like the best SMG with a price point. But
okay.
if you don't care about money, MP7 all the way.
Okay. What about the MP9? Where do you put that?
I
like the MP9.
It's just the Mac 10 on the CT side. That's all.
Okay. So they're kind of on the same level as Mac 10.
I'd say they're pretty comparable. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, Unicorns of Love. I just picked up probably one of the biggest swing grabs they possibly could have. No, it's going to be 5balls on the full save. Just Glocks as Zeus for arm carry. I'm not sure where he'll be using that one. And if he'll be making it close enough to use it. And Denim cleans up with the ump. So, best case scenario for Unicorns of Love. 5 players alive. Economy looking pretty well established early in the CT half. And, you know, I was a little bit worried for Unicorns of Love at one point. But now I'm kind of concerned for the 5balls.
What's got you concerned, Roy?
I mean, it's okay. One, they've lost some massive momentum they've had. They were up 6-1 at one point, but now we're down to 10-9. And the economy for Unicorns of Love is, I mean, they have Crispy at 7K, 6.5 for Kizzy. This is after a full buy-in kits as well, so can't help but be concerned here. Early control coming out for 5balls. Of course, this is all standard and on schedule. Minute 20, looking to get long control. Looking to get party control in bathrooms as well. It seems like Unicorns of Love are kind of going in for the early peek towards long A. I think they just spotted each other as well. So the flashbang comes out. It's perfectly placed, but the Raider is not blinded by it whatsoever, and Crisby will lose his life and the advantage.
Man, great pick for 5balls, but Unicorns of Love still looking to contest towards bathrooms. This is a good angle for Marky. Quick claiming the first, nearly the second. I think it was a dink through the wall into Impala. Are You Fire will realize that con's cleared and take it for himself. Now, where do Unicorns of Love go from here? It looks like bathrooms controls their thing. Now, 5balls may be given the illusion that A is the better option. Do that player pushed up long, but it looks like they're willing to just go B. They've called out the rotate.
Yeah, they're just going to go straight to the B site. Coffee finds the opening frag onto Kirby, and that's actually a great find. It buys him so much space, and Onkir is able to lurk out on A and get one as well. It's all down to Kizzy. 1 versus 4. The only silver lining here is that Unicorns of Love, they have money, but it is a round for 5balls, a flawless one, and suddenly I'm just a little bit less concerned now. That's a good round to pick up. 4 players alive as well. I mean, that's as clean as it gets.
Not fancy CS, but hey, it's very grindy CS, very back and forth. Whoever gets the opening pick seems to just snowball these frags, these kills. The Unicorns of Love get the op back out on Crisby. They're looking to take some control towards Connector. And that's hard to do with 2 players towards A. And Coffee's going to get the first on Crisby. Coffee might even get a second. They're being very careless with this peek towards Crisby. That dog is going to win that.
Okay, awkward exchanges. 5balls, they have an advantage, but they're still looking to take some risks. Roofire might have just gone the timing. And he's going for the wild spray, but he's not able to land his shots and loses the duel. You thought Raider whiffed earlier? I think that was worse.
That's about equal. I don't know if you saw Raiders whiff.
I 100% saw his whiff.
It was right in the face, so I don't know. That one at least had some distance to it, right? At least.
Okay, fair enough. Now Denim up close and personal towards Sign. A perfect pop flash from Marky's got him 2 kills off that. That's a job well done. Capitalized off it, but over peaks and gets shut down by Coffee. And suddenly we are back down to 2 versus 3. Kirby down to 15 HP as well. Marky, if he loses his life, that'd be problematic. He finds 1 and done. And there is hope for Coffee, but it is a man down. And there's a man right in front of him as well.
Oh my goodness.
He just took out the healthy player. He just took out the healthy player.
Why is he doing that? Kizzy, he's pushing water with 20 seconds. They've just lost track of him, and he's willing to take a risk. He's lucky Kirby is just a flicking machine, but that risk was not worth what he got out of it. This is going to keep going back and forth. This is like sloppy CS. Because I feel like they're getting in the defaults for 10 seconds. Then everyone's just like, I'm bored. Everyone just starts running into it.
I mean, it seems like 5balls are willing to use every opportunity they get, right? There's no reserving. Like, if they find an opportunity, whether it makes sense in terms of risk and reward, they're still going for it. Now, Raiders found the opening pick. Marky overextending slightly. And 5balls, once again, back in an advantageous scenario. Can they convert?
Well, running down into Monster with no flash support at all might not be the answer. At least Crisby has the op to get this refrag. But 5balls, a man up, bombs down. They have a minute 15. They found another solo aggression coming in from Unicorns of Love. That's Kirby. I mean, they're trying to find answers, but everyone's trying to do that on their own, try to be the individual hero. And 5balls are just picking them apart across the map right now.
Yeah, and Rootfire's heard this player falling off Monsters, so he knows that B site's free. He's going to use whatever utility he can to try to slow this down as long as possible. Sick flashbang. Frisbee's completely disoriented by that. And Rootfire's in the open.
Well, in the open and dead, it just Crispy. I did it again. Crispy's dead. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, Roy. I'm hungry. I'm losing my mind. And we keep trading rounds. Whew!
What is this match that we're watching right now? I honestly have
weird.
no
It
analysis
feels
for
weird,
it.
right?
Yeah, I mean, this is so sloppy, right? Opening frags are great.
Yeah.
Props, right? They're doing a really good job finding opening frags, but everything that happens after the initial 15 seconds is chaos. And not a good kind of chaos, like just a weird kind of chaos where I don't think anyone has a single clue what is happening kind of chaos.
Yeah, I think everyone's just kind of playing their own game right now and occasionally asking for help. It's very out. Crispy. We'll call for some help. Nice 1D from Denim. He's wearing denim shorts all day long as Impala will grab the bomb, forces 5balls to be like, you know what, let's just group. I don't like the feeling here towards A. Impala is going to flash for his teammates to continue to regress towards A, which I guess they need some sort of control before they go anywhere else. Bogdan's law on to Marquis as Kizzy has pushed up, so 5balls. They hang on to A control, but they forget connector exists. Kizzy is able to push up and get the op and still live while Crispy will find RU fire. 5balls seem to be more spread out than normal. I was gonna make a reference, but I'm out of ideas.
It seems like 5balls running out of ideas on how to play these eco rounds because this is the second one that they drop in this half.
I'm surprised it's just not a group and push. They tried to default against pistols. Once they started to get pushed, they wanted to hold their ground against it, but I feel like grouping up earlier would have been a great play. Now Crispy, he's in a one and done. This position should end him a frag. He's not going to get caught off guard. 10 seconds. Bomb can't make it to sight. I don't know. It looks like Raider didn't want to go, and he was clearing connector while Coffee was like, I'll go plant. Like, nonchalantly, like the site was going to be clear. I think 5balls need a timeout. I don't...
I think I need a timeout, Keith.
You want to take turns? I'll run to the bathroom first, then you go.
I wish Casters had the ability to pause the match as well. That'd be sick.
Like it says on the screen, caster number 2 has paused. Request reason, bathroom break. And the player's like, all pissed off.
Could you imagine? That'd be probably the worst decision anyone could ever make.
Pause comes in. Like on double OT, like it's major final. Pause from casters. Need to stretch or something. And the player's like, what is happening?
But no, I mean, jokes aside, this game is pure chaos, right? We've been saying that a lot, and it continues. But this is kind of the signature of both these squads, isn't it? They're both dependent incredibly on individual talent, on individual decision making. The structure is really just, it's kind of laid out, but it's very up in the air. You know, these teams have a lot of freedom to take the round whichever way, and it seems like 5balls are utilizing every opportunity given, right? They're not really playing within their structure. They're, every time they, you know, hear somebody rotating off an angle, they know that it's clear, they push in. If they hear somebody falling off from behind the smoke, they push in.
That's interesting to me. It's a little too aggressive for my liking, but hey. As they're gonna get pushed towards long, Marky wins one fight to get refragged. It seems like Unicorns of Love has the same mentality of solo fight to your deaths, as that's exactly what Denim's gonna do now. That nade will finish him if he doesn't hightail it out of there, and the Glock kills him. Roy, what is happening?
Yeah, and Kizzy's isolated as well. I mean, this is the same thing that we've been talking about. Kirby's pushed up all the way in spawn on the bomb. There's a player in connector. At least they're now kind of coming into cohesion. They have some sort of chemistry now. But 5balls, I don't think they realize yet that the bomb is compromised. Uh-oh.
It looks like Raider's assuming, but he doesn't check the close angle, and now he went in by himself, and Coffee has to come in here. He has no armor. He's gonna get a crazy lucky headshot and a second. I can't believe these shots are connecting, Roy. He gets the bomb and leaves it all on Crispy, who somehow might just win this round too, because RU Fire is pushing down on him. That's a free kill. The bomb is gonna run it back to A, and Crispy will hear this.
Yeah, and Impala's hearing this as well. He's up close and personal. He has 18 HP, but luckily the op doesn't discriminate based on health. He's in good hands. It's a good weapon for him to be up against. But Crispy trying to hold this one down. Can't make it work, and it's gonna be the 5balls picking up. Oh, that was just a hero AK, I imagine. I think, right? They didn't really buy anything off that except the hero.
Had no armor. I don't think anyone had armor, unless I'm tripping out. Which, I mean, it's a strong possibility. And Unicorns of Love are buying back, and if 5balls drop a third eco, Roy, we got some problems.
Okay, yeah. I mean, at some point, something's got to give here. You can't lose every round. Every time they're ecoing. There's literally no way that happens. Brewfire tapping away, takes down Crispy. This is where the SG reigns supreme, right? Tight angles, long range. Sick weapon to have. Now, 5balls are showing some constraint, probably for the first time in this game yet.
I think they need to. So I'm happy to see them. This is an odd default to me. Just because for the amount of time they've been in Playground for, I'm surprised they didn't already get party control. But I guess they're assuming Unicorns of Love are do something a little weird, like pushing through party and towards Fountain or something of the sort. So just not wanting to get overwhelmed. So I respect that. But now they're sending one player up long by himself, you know? The monster player has fallen back, which to me says he's going to pick up this bomb and go towards A. But they're going to leave a player towards long and come B. So at least they're unified in their decision.
And Raider is essentially just the contingency plan, right? If they need that flank, if they need some sort of pressure to pull rotations towards the A side, that's him. Now the utilities are coming out. It's going to give away 5balls' intent, and Kirby peeks straight into a death squad.
Nade from Moncurry. He's going to actually hit his teammate more than anyone else. Denim, his MP9. Don't tell me he does this. Kizzy gets involved, and Marky gets one. They might just lose another force by the flank comes in, but it's only good for one. It's Impala. 8 seconds. Marky just live. They do it. Unicorns of Love steal another round away from 5, who should be called almost 5 lost ecos. Change your name.
Wow, you really went that low.
Am I being harsh? I don't mean to be harsh.
No, it's not.
But
it's not harsh.
That is kind of crazy.
That's not harsh. It's just upsetting, right?
Yeah, it really is, because these players are talented, and I know it hurts them more than it hurts me to watch them lose ecos. As a coach, it's painful to watch.
Right.
But being a player, you know you messed up, right? So they'll feel Mr. Krabs.
No, the real question is, will Unicorns of Love be dropped in this round as well? It is an advantageous round, and Roofire is drawn first blood towards the A site. Now Raider looking to invade once again. He's been the entry frag for 5balls. He's gotten the information onto where Kirby is. I don't think they have the confidence to invest fully into this one just yet.
Well, they're going to flash. Denim's going to drop in a pit because he gets one. If Denim shuts this down, be crazy. The dink and the kill as he falls in the pit. He's getting pushed and he wins against Raider. Raider is pushing him alone. He's on a solo raid, Roy. As Marky may even get RU fire, somehow hits the flick. And then Paula hits the no-scope. We go back and forth, 13-13. Is it Friday? No, it's not. We're good.
Wow, I'm actually almost speechless. Like, I don't even know what to say.
Like, look how far we've gone back and forth. Like, it's 4 rounds for T in a back and forth, and 3 for Unicorns.
It's been 6 traded rounds pretty much.
My goodness.
This is madness. I mean, we're so far into the realm of insanity at this point that the laws of Counter-Strike don't apply on this dimension. And looking at Unicorns of Love's purchase, right? If you take away these team titles, I'd be like, okay, 9 times out of 10, T-Side's taking this. They have double ops, you have AKs, they have full utility. Then you come into context, and I don't even know how to predict this. I don't know who's going to win this one.
You never know, but I have an odd feeling from watching this game. Or not an odd feeling, I have an odd want for Sloppy Joes. It's been a long time since I've had any, and I really want some now. I don't.
Okay, wow. I did not see it going that way. but knowing how hungry you are, it made sense.
Yeah,
Now-
another food reference and another forced buy for Unicorns of Love, which they even pan out. I mean, they've got the dink on RU Fire as 5balls group towards the B site. It's a con stack from Unicorns of Love, and they're maintaining water control. So full trust on Denim to at least get one kill on these players that are coming out monster. It'd be hard for him to do so, and he won't. So this is good from 5balls. They should be able to get on the site. And as long as they avoid economic damage, that is ideal.
Yeah, or if they check the smoke, push through. There it is. Kizzy's shut down. And I'm almost cheering now. Like, I feel like a part of me wants to scream and cheer for these squads, because they have finally broken the string, and 5balls stringing it around together.
But now we've gone so far back and forth where Unicorns of Love just have to force it again, I think. I mean, you're really going to let 15? I know you're 2 rounds away, but I don't know if $2,400 is enough. Your buy is going to be weird. I mean, I don't know. I feel like saving's the right call, but part of me really wants them to buy.
Fast aggression coming out here for Unicorns of Love, hunting down whatever they can. If they can find a weapon or some kills early, this could be the key for them. But the utility is too much to handle, and they are denied the aggression. Now they're going to be flooding in towards the B side. Of course, the information is planned out, so it's easy, open for business. Can they hold this one back? I suspect they will this time around, though. They have unarmored USBs. No way they drop this one, Keith. No way.
You better knock on some wood, Roy.
No, if they drop this one, I'm quitting. Permanently, never coming back.
Roy has stepped away from Counter-Strike to pursue better things like Rocket League. Sun Curry getting tagged, he'll spin around. Marky gets one, and RU Fire will secure the round. So Roy's not going anywhere as of yet. He is trapped with the 10-year contract he signed.
That'd be awesome. I wish I could sign a 10-year contract.
Sign me up, man.
Now 5balls have finally done it, Keith. They are up to match point. Not only that, but they have the economy for 2 gun rounds in a row, which means they have 2 chances to bring us to a win here, unless it goes into OT. This is once again pretty disjointed defense. They have a single player towards water. He does have support, of course, from the smoke.
Nice kill from Marky. 19 HP. It's weird there's no immediate trade from 5balls. I mean, they find the water player and they leg up Kirby. Damage was dealt to Marky and Kirby. This should make this execution a little more lackadaisical, right? A little more chill, knowing 1 bullet is all that needs to connect. And I'd like to see 5balls just group, take part of the map. They're still so spread for my liking for a default, right? Like, the idea of a default is to be very trade fraggable. And the fact that Marky can get one and get out, it's kind of a scary sign for me.
HP, 19 HP on Marky as well. A little worrisome. Now the remaining players, at least 3 of them for the 5ball side, are towards long gate, and they haven't been spotted. I think they might have just got spotted now. The utility will come out. This is a full push on towards the A site here.
Molly smokes and everything else can turn the walls hang on. Marky goes down. This may just be it from 5balls. They may just end the game here and now. Let's Denim and Crispy can have some sort of advice, some sort of talk with the 5ball members. And Crispy, his teammates have left the server. They don't trust him. Denim is left. It feels like they lost this game. They threw it away. There's a chance from Crispy. Want 3 more kills. He's trying to come up to jump up. He's flashed off, naded off, and he's peeking into 3. And
wow.
It's Impala. How fitting to find the last kill. 16-13 in what was a game and a half.
I mean, this has been... I watch a lot of Counter-Strike. I think we both watch a lot of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, we
so
do.
I do not say this lightly, but this has been the most unusual game of Counter-Strike at this level that I've watched in a long time. I mean, at no point was I able to predict how rounds were going to go. At no point did I... Like, okay, like these guys have pistols, right? Up against AKs, ops. No way they win this. Boom, they win it. And it's like Glocks. They had a hero op... Or, sorry, it was a hero AK-47. And it was 2 Glocks, a P250, and a Deagle unarmored,
They won
and
it.
they won it. It's just like, whoa, like what world of Counter Strike do we live in? But I think
Yeah.
we're a little bit late into the third match, so we're gonna go for. No, it's still been delayed. Okay, perfect. So we are gonna cut to a quick short break here, guys. We will be right back, and the action will resume. It is the final match. It is XTDR up against. My mind is escaping me.
Isuba.
Asuba, that's who it is exactly. The one of the best Czechoslovakian teams. I'm pretty excited to watch them, guys. But we will be back in about a couple minutes here. Stay tuned.